What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of the Biological Preserve. What do we got here? Oh, Jesus. Everything's speeding up. Oh, it's fast, that's why. Alright, so we've got like a Suchomimus that just died in a fight with an Allosaurus. That's fair enough. But yeah, like, welcome back to the Biological Preserve. This is episode 9. What we've got right now is, an ecosystem. Well, what's supposed to be an ecosystem. How many dinosaurs do we have all together? Let's see. 494. Damn. So in total, we have almost 500 species. Beta starved to death, which is unfortunate. Alright. Who else died? This guy was hunted down by an Allosaurus. You were fatally wounded by Fluffy. Killed by an Allosaurus. And did they say welcome a Dimorphodon into the park? Let me just see what's going on here. Giganotosaurus fighting Little Edie. Oh, this is the father. They called off their fight. 84% against 4%. So this is the female T-Rex that we had. Wow. Really took a massive beating. But yeah, anyway, we've only got 5 species left that people have requested into this sanctuary. And in today's video, we're going to put those 5 in. And this could be the final episode of the sanctuary. Unless people request more. We got Spinoraptors that are still around. We got some movement. What is this? A Dreadnoughtus? Okay. We've already got another Dreadnoughtus. Awesome. Has Fluffy been doing any breeding? Where's Fluffy? There you are. Alright. You haven't claimed a nest, right? Oh, we still got a Psittacosaurus alive. What do we got here? More Packies. Awesome. Packy killed by a Cerato. That's fine. Dimetrodon killed by a Spinoraptor. There are still Spinoraptors around? What do we got here? More Apatosaurs. How awesome is that? Alright, so let's just take a look at the list. There's so much going on. Let's just take a look at the list and see what we've got. Alright, so the 5 species are all carnivores. We've got Albertosaurus, Dilophosaurus, Pyroraptor, Changosaurus, and Utahraptor. Changosaurus was the most recent addition to the list. So we're going to add them in today's video. So let's start with the small... Let's start with the small carnivores. So we got Dilophosaurus and Pyroraptor. So Dilophosaurus, we're probably going to put in the wetlands area. They could probably cause some chaos there if they wanted to. Let's also get Pyroraptor going. Yeah, and this might be the final episode. We'll do another sanctuary at some point. Don't worry, I'm just... because it is getting a little chaotic around here. Alright, so Dilophosaurus, where should we put them? The wetlands. Let's put them in the wetlands area. Let's see what kind of chaos they can cause. Alright, we got Toro fighting an Iguanodon. Oh yeah, the Carnotaurus. You're like all the way over here. Damn. Fluffy just claimed a nest. Awesome! The T-Rexes have survived. Let's go. Alright, let's get the other Dilophosaurs over here. And they can just form whatever. Alright, they formed a lifetime bond. That's awesome. We got raptors hunting down a parasaur. Or just the one raptor. Are you like... Alright, you're one of the beta raptors. Okay, cool. And you just killed a parasaur. GG's. Let's welcome our first Dilophosaur into the enclosure. Into the sanctuary, that is. We got an Allosaurus hunting down an Apatosaurus. That Dimorphodon looks awfully small. Oh, that's a juvenile Dimorphodon. So the pterosaurs are breeding. Let's go. That's just awesome. Alright, let's get the Pyroraptors in a position. We got a lot of velociraptors living here. You know what? You don't deserve the title, Little Edie. You're just Edie. Just Edie. Alright, let's release the other Dilophosaurs. We got some movement. What do we got? Herrerasaurs. Okay, that's fine. We got Velociraptor hunting down a Parasaur.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Alright, there's the male T-Rex. Alright. Inspect lifelong partner. Territory too small for arrivals? What you mean? Alright. Oh, we got some T-Rexes. We got 2 of them. Awesome. We got one of the Carnos taking on an Ankylo. Oh, it just died to the Ankylo. Wait, who are you? Blender Jr.'s brother. You know what? You can be Smoothie, I guess. And then you can be something else. What about Penelope? You can be Penelope. We got Bumpy taking on an Ankylosaurus. And you're getting pretty old. We got Blender Jr., Blender the Third. Blender the Third has 2 daughters. Okay, that's cool. Not quite Blender the Fourth, but something anyway. Well, this Carno is about to die, and you're starving as well. The Carnos aren't really doing too hot. Ooh. Damn. We're gonna need something challenging over here. This herbivore is, like, thriving and whatever. You know, let's put the Pyroraptors over here. Maybe. Is that a dead Carno? That is a dead Carno, killed by a trike. Okay, cool. Alright, what do we got here? Tapajara. Okay, that's awesome. Owen and Crystal duking it out. We'll have to see what goes on there. Are the Ostroraptors doing what? We got a Herrerasaurus that, or a Velociraptor that wandered all the way over here. Maybe we got some Herrerasaurs over here. Alright, let's throw the Pyroraptors over here. Alright. We got a Baryonyx that's matured. All grown up. Nice. And he's wandered all the way over here. These 2 have wandered all the way over here. That's kind of awesome, actually. Alright, in the meantime, let's get the Albertosaurs out of the way. So we got, like, I think we get, like, 3 of them. Do we get 3 or do we get 2? That's the question. We get 2. Alright, cool. Let's get, like, one that's like an alpha. So they have a better chance of survival. For the Changosaurs, what should we do with them? We only have 1 Giganotosaurus left, I just realized. Is Owen the last of his kind? We might have to get a female at some point. Oh yeah, there's Utahraptor. I almost forgot about that. Alright, let's get Changosaurus done first. You know, in the meantime, let's get a female Giganotosaurus. Because Owen's kind of the last of his kind. And then let's get the Utahraptors. Alright, what do we got here? The T-Rexes. Okay, awesome. The T-Rex population has been saved a little. We're working on saving the Giganotosaurus as well. Owen's the last of his kind at the moment. We're gonna see if we can get him a girlfriend. Alright, we got a daughter and a son. Alright, cool. You can be the new Bob Jr. The new Bob Jr. And then the father can be the new Bob Sr. Let's go. And then you can be Roberta. Roberta. There we go. Alright, so we have names for the T-Rexes. Now let's get a female Giganotosaurus for Owen. Let's get Claire going. Which female do we use? That only makes sense. Make it consistent. we'll use the evolution Giga. It only makes sense. Let's get the Utah Raptors going now. Alright, so that'll be like the final dino, I think. Yeah, Utah Raptor. Someone did ask for Utah Raptors, so we're gonna do that. More Velociraptors, like we need any more. Alright, yep. Alright, these are the betas. I think they're all female. No, there's like one male in there. We're just adding some more life to this ecosystem here. Wherever it's like barren and whatever. More Triceratops. Awesome. Alright. Let's put the female Giganotosaurus down first. So we'll track down Owen and see if we can get that done. Alright. Giganotosaurus. Where's Owen? Alright, that's a T-Rex. We don't want that. Owen? There's Owen. Alright, let's see if we can get this female Giganotosaurus ASAP Rocky. Now, we need to figure out where to put these medium-sized carnivores. Let's see, there's really nothing going on over here. The Quetzals are kind of just minding their own business. Let's put the Albertosaurus here. Screw it. Alright, Albertosaurus released via airlift. Fluffy's hunting down a Brachiosaurus. The thing with the T-Rexes here, there's just plenty of food to go around. So many Brachiosaurs, so many Lokiceratops. There's a Baryonyx just swimming around, which is nice. He's kind of just minding his own business. We got a Stegosaurus duking it out with an Allosaurus. Wait a minute, have they ever bred? And we got one that's wandered all the way over here. These are the only two left. What are you guys doing? How come you're all the way over here? Let's put the Albertosaurs where everything else used to be. Or the Changosaurs, even. Let's put them where the Carnos used to be. Let's release the other Albertosaurus. We've got 3 Albertosaurs living here now. Oh no! Owen's going after Billy! No! Leave Billy alone! He didn't die, did he? No, he's still alive. He's still alive. That's good. Owen, don't you dare. Don't make me regret bringing Claire in. Don't make me regret it. Oh, the Changosaurs. Nice. The Pterosaurs are breeding. That's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Changosaurus to the park.
We got Changosaurus in the park now. We got a Dinochirus that's just over here chilling. Compies have claimed nests, so it's good that Compies are still alive. We got a Spinoraptor. Are you the alpha? I'll check on Billy in a minute. Alright, so we got our first Utah Raptor. Let's go. Welcome to the sanctuary. Welcome to the biological preserve. And then we got a few others coming in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Utah Raptor to the park.
Billy, you better be still alive. Okay, good, you're still alive. Nice. That's good. And there's Crystal, your mother. As long as you stay with Crystal, you should be okay. And then we got the other Utah Raptors coming in. There's so much going on. Alright, where's Owen? There you are, buddy. And then where's the female? You're all the way over there. What are you doing? Alright, this is Claire. A female Giganotosaurus, which I'm hoping is gonna be like, you know, like able to breed with Owen. So then they can keep the Giganotosaurus population alive. That's kind of what I'm going for here. Then we got a Cerato taking on Edie, the other female. What do we got here? More Dimorphodons. Awesome. That is so cool. Have the Quetzals ever bred at all?
Morphodon to the park.
No eligible partner. That's probably because your partner's all the way on the other side of the island. What do we got here? Dilophosaurus fighting an Atrociraptor. I think that Dilophosaur just died to an Atrociraptor. What do we got here? More compies. Awesome. Now we've got Claire going up against a Pseudoceratops. Oh, Psittacosaurus. It's good to know that they're still around. Have any of our species gone extinct? We got 3 Acrocanthosaurs. The Albertosaurs are recent. We only have 2 Allos. We have a Carnotaurus that's the last of his kind. Okay. 5 Dilophosaurs. We only have 2 Dimetrodons left. They probably either starved to death or got killed by something else, I would imagine. Indominus Rex is extinct. Indoraptor's extinct. Scopius Rex is extinct. We got 5 T-Rexes now. 28 Velociraptors. 19 Herrerasaurs. The Herrerasaurs have really gone down. I think they were like 33 at one point. They've really gone down in population. We've got 20 compies. It's good to know that the compies are doing well. The Ceratos are doing pretty well as well. They got like 13 population. Alright. We need to find this Carno that's like the last of his kind. Alright, I found Toro. Toro is the last of his kind. Alright, so we need a female Carnotaurus. Let's get a female going, so we could try to save the population. Alright, Carnotaurus. We need a female. We got some Suchomimuses breeding up. That's awesome. Why are you all the way over here, sir? I'll get you some fish. Hang on. There we go. We got a Spinoraptor taking on a Therizino. Just killed a Therizino. You're the strong one, right? Yeah, you're the alpha. I should give you a name. SS Raptor. And I'm going to favorite you. I'm going to keep an eye on you. What do we got here? Parasaurolophus killed by an unknown dinosaur. Dilophosaurus killed by a Dimetrodon. We got 2 Suchos duking it out. We got 5 Suchomimus hatchlings out and about. There's the female Carno. Edie just died to an Albertosaurus. You were the alpha, right? No, you weren't even the alpha. Interesting. Alright, what do we got here? More Psittacosaurs. Awesome. Good to know they're still out and about. We got 2 Iguanodons duking it out. We got Toro living here. You guys prefer large nests, right? Alright, so the female, the random female that was there was killed by an Albertosaurus. The T-Rex female, that is. Alright, what's Fluffy hunting down? Looking for food. Oh, there's plenty of food where everything is. Oh, we got Bob Sr. duking it out with a Stegosaurus. The new Bob Sr., they're calling it off. 60% against 51. Well, not looking good for Bob Sr. We got an Allosaurus that wandered over here, for whatever reason. Oh, wait, Bob Sr.'s over here. Yeah, Bob Sr. wandered all the way over here. He's attacking the Stegos, which could be a poor decision on his part. We got Baleen, who's still kicking. She's got 2 sons and 2 daughters. I think a Suchomimus just claimed a nest. We got movement. What do we got here? More Packies. Okay. A Brachy just claimed a nest. So we got so many sauropods in this area. Alright, we got Toro fighting an Iguanodon. Just killed an Iguanodon. We got a Velociraptor taking on a Loki Ceratops. 14% against 90%. Is Blue still alive? Let's find out. Yeah, Blue's still alive. You must have a lot of offspring. You got some daughters. You got a daughter that's on low health.
Ladies and
All right,
gentlemen,
I guess
we are pleased to
you
welcome the
can be
Suchomimus to the park.
the new beta. Beta 2.0. And do you have any... You have offspring of your own, which is awesome. You have a daughter, which we're probably going to name Bravo, after my OC. So Blue has a granddaughter, which is awesome. There's so many Velociraptors. We got another Velociraptor hunting down a Psittacosaurus, it looks like. A medium nest claimed by another Velociraptor. Alright, what do we got here? Dimorphodon, awesome. We got an Apatosaurus that just died. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Hunted down... Apatosaurus 12 hunted down by Apatosaurus 18? Are you telling me you killed that guy? Oh, wait, was that your mom? No, Apatosaurus 4 was your mom. You monster. I'm gonna call you Little Monster. You saw that, right? And I know what the title of the episode is, too. Like, look. Apatosaurus 12, hunted down by Little Monster. That's this guy. You now have a record, buddy. What the hell? You know what? I'm going to end the episode right there. With that, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.